Come on in. Come on. Oh gosh, get in here. Come on, set a spell with me. I have got a massive bag of TEMU. I'm talking huge. It should have been in a box. They delivered it in a bag. So that's what you're getting. Now, heads up, I'm going to forewarn you. Yes, the picture's a little fuzzy, but I just it takes let me tell you this in short. Even though the quality on my phone here in this house, the images are good, it takes 11 hours for me to transfer the image, the video from my phone to my computer and then download it, rather create the link and then download it to my computer and then upload it to the program that I'm going to use it on. That's before I can even edit it. Why? Because the network signal here for my carrier is poor, other than in the wee hours of the morning. So unless I want to stay up from midnight to 4 a.m. to do that quick download and transfer, it's frustrating, guys. It really is. Being a YouTuber is a challenge. I do know in my new home that the connections are good, the network is good. I always have 5 bars on my phone. So bear with me if there's a little bit of fuzz, if it's not quite perfectly clear, because today I am using my computer so that I don't have to go through all that frustration of not being able to upload, download, whatever. I can just go straight into editing and get this thing up to you so much quicker. Do you notice the past couple of videos have been coming up like around midnight, but they were done the night before? That's how long it takes. So we're not going to do that. Right now, we're going to get directly into this TEMU bag. Thank you for coming back. I'm going to be talking about a lot of stuff as we go along. And of course, I have more updates about the house at the end. So yes, we're February 1st. I'm in short sleeves because it's 70 degrees outside. Gotta love this, right? Okay, first item. I will probably still be putting the links and the prices down below for you, but I don't know how long that's going to continue. Let's just leave it that way. But know that when I get these items, I always pick the ones that are the item I want at the lowest price at that time. So the links that you get down below, the prices may have changed, but no, it's okay to go and hunt around. This is a hand soap and dish soap dual dispenser. This is for the kitchen. Comes with a nice little sponge, and it's a regular sponge, the old-fashioned kind of sponge, right? Not that two-sided stuff. There's your pump. It's a good-sized, sturdy pump. And in here, this is your vessel. All right, so this part pushes down so that when you put the sponge on it and you're pushing down, it will put soap on the sponge. So if I only have 1 or 2 things that I want to wash and not a whole sink, I don't need to use the pump. But if you do want to use the pump, you screw the pump in there. Now, it has 2 separate wells. Can you see in the bottom, see this divider right here? Can you see that divider? This side is where it has the pump. This side is where it has a built-in pump. All right, for you to be able to fill it. So for that side, you simply take the tray off, put your soap or whatever you want in there, set the tray back on. For the pump side, you simply pour your soap solution down in here and you put your pump on. Now, this tray, I'm going to show you, this tray is tilted. Can you see how it's higher in the back and lower in the front? It's so that it drains when you have it. This is the front. When you push down on it, it keeps everything tilted to the back, in other words, so that your water doesn't drip over the edge that's coming off your sponge. So it has that little tip to it. And I think that's a great little feature. You can flip it around if you want it the other way, which is nice. You can flip that tray around so that it tips to the front and not to the back, and it has that little lip there. Very versatile. Very well made. This is pretty solid. This is pretty solid. Couldn't be happier with it. I'm okay with that. I've had other ones from TEMU, but not as nice as this one. This one is a good size. It'll hold a lot. So my faucet that I got for my kitchen sink does not come with a separate pump for soap dispensing. So I said, well, I have two choices. I can either get out my drill bits like I did in Arizona, and I can drill a hole in the back of the stainless, the back edge of the stainless sink and put a pump in, or I can for now just get something that sits on top. So that's what I got. Something that sits on top for now. No sense in putting a hole right in my brand new sink if I don't have to. Okay. This item I did get a full refund for. This item is just a little dispenser. And if you can see the slit, I had a taller one, and that's what I thought I had ordered. But I did order it, but they sent me this little 5-inch one. I had ordered the 8-inch one like I had before, because the 8-inch one would hold my roll of handy wipes, and I could just pull and dispense it, or it would hold the roll of trash bags, the 13-gallon trash bags, and I can just pull it out and dispense it. It does come with the 2-sided sticky tape. There's the 2-sided piece of tape. It's not bad. It's just small, and it's not the one I ordered. They sent me the wrong size. I did double check on the order. I had ordered the 8-inch one. It comes in a whole bunch of different colors. I'll find a use for this. I might put it under the bathroom sink to dispense the smaller bags, the little, 5-gallon bags or 3-gallon bags, 8-gallon bags, however big they are. The standard little trash bucket size bags. So I might use it for that. All right. Enough of those, right? How y'all doing? You been all right? Yeah? Can you believe we're in February already? Look at my hair. It's so gray. Sometimes it doesn't even look like there's hair in a spot. It looks like my hair is actually missing. I just got out of the shower, so my hair is still wet. It hasn't quite done anything at this point, other than just kind of hang around. Some people get silvery blonde or silvery gray. I'm getting a blonde gray. I'm a natural blonde. There's still a lot of blonde in my hair, even though it is coming out pretty gray. Okay, this item is another dispenser. And if you'll see the picture, the image right there. This one I did have. This is a repurchase also. I did have this back in Arizona. I had gotten this. Get it out of the box here. This will go under the counter. Under the kitchen cabinet. And I'll take this out. Now, what I did in Arizona is this has 2 screw holes. Can you see the holes? I just took 2 quarter-inch, I think they were quarter-inch, maybe they were half-inch. Quarter-inch screws, because I went into the kitchen cabinet and you didn't want to come out the other side. So you're really, depending on what part of the cabinet you put it on, you don't want to use big screws. So I put the screws in to put this on. This slides down on top like this, and this is your dispenser. So this too will dispense whether you want, it's easy to change. This part just slides up. So in other words, you can screw this to the wall, slide this piece down on it, take the cover, put your bags in here, feed them through the hole, and then just slide it right back down in like that. And this will dispense. Now, this is not long enough for the handy wipes, and this is also not long enough for a standard 18-gallon or 30-gallon trash bag. This will only fit the smaller bags. So what I was actually thinking about doing with this one is, because I don't use a lot of plastic bags from the grocery store, I use those to pick up after Levi. This may be where I tuck those little bags in. Because I can just stuff them through here, or I can take this off and stuff them in, just pull one out as I need one. But I did want to get a bigger one. This one's only about 6.5, 7 inches. I wanted to get one that's about 10 inches. I'm still looking. So if you do come across one that's bigger, let me know, because everything in China is small. Everything they do is small because their apartments are so small. Everything is minimized. Their trash bags are folded and fit this way. But if you buy American trash bags or some other brand that's not made in China, they won't fit. All right. So be mindful of that. Measure your roll. Pull your roll out from underneath your kitchen cabinet or wherever you keep it and measure it before you invest in these. You're going to find a difference. Okay. What we got? There's a lot in this bag. Okay. Intelligent induction light. That's what this says. Intelligent induction light. Basically, it's a motion sensor night light. Now, I got this because I wanted something a little more fashionable as a nightlight, something a little different. It is a rechargeable, USB rechargeable. It comes with your 3M, which we all know 3M is a good brand, adhesive that goes on the back of this. This is faux wood grain, but it looks really good for something that's fake or being plasticky. I love that. And this has a magnet in it. You see how that just pulled away from my finger like that? It just literally pulled out of my hands. So this is magnetized light. There's your sensor. So when you walk by, if you have this on your wall, say if I put this just outside the bedroom door, when I walk past it, it's going to light up that part of the hallway because my bathroom is like right there. Or I can put this just inside the bathroom. I can tuck this pretty much in any little corner, and I can put it this way on a wall. I can put it this way on a wall. I can put it this way on a wall. I can put it that way on a wall. I can put it any way on a wall, any position I want. Whichever way you put your base and that angle on the base is how it's going to sit on your wall. So I don't know if I'm going to want it up this way or if I'm going to want it hanging down like that. Depends on where I finally decide to put it, right? But it's an absolute, really, really cool thing. It does come in different tones, so you don't have to necessarily get the dark wood tone. I'm dropping stuff out of it. You don't necessarily have to get the dark wood tone. It does come with a little instruction thing, but come on, guys, it's pretty basic, right? You stick it up and you stick it on, right? But it wasn't all that expensive. And I thought, well, it's a really handy thing to have. Something like this could actually even go on the front porch. Because let's say I'm coming in and I've been out late and I didn't leave the porch light on. This will give me a light as I walk across to the front door, or it'll give me a light next to the front door so that I can see to put my key in the door. So this could be used outside as well. I wouldn't recommend using it out in the open, but on my front porch, which is covered, this might make a great light, lamp, glow. I don't know how bright it's going to be. I did try to get it to turn on. It is charged, but it did not want to turn on when I covered the sensor to make it dark. And it is motion censored, so it has to be dark and movement. But I will let you know. You know me, I'll give you post-use. Uh-oh, this just fell right out of the box. It's okay. I'll give you a post-use update on it. All right, this is for my closet in the bathroom. And this, see if I can get this done. Comes with mounting screws, okay? And the anchors. It has 3 different pulleys where you can push like mops, brooms, whatever. And it also has, if I turn it sideways, can you see these hooks? 1, 2, 3, 4 hooks. Now, you can get different combinations. You can get this where it has, and it moves from side to side, so you can adjust it any way that you want, depending on how far apart you need to space things, which is a good thing. It's like on a track system. This is metal. This is not plastic. This is metal. At least this one is. I don't know about all the other ones, but this one is metal. You can get them where it has 2 hooks or 3 hooks or 4 hooks, or all different combinations of how many of these. So I have obviously my big long handle duster, my broom, my mop. I don't have to worry about vacuum handle or anything going into this because I have the round robot vacuum, which basically tucks underneath the sofa and stays out of sight there at its charger. But I love that it has the hooks for the little hand duster or the little, you could put, for example, like your little mini dustpan with the little broom, your sweeper set, your swiffer. There's so many different things. I can hang my bag lady on here so that maybe my rags are in a bag or my excess bags are in a bag and I don't have to use that. I can use that for something else. So this one I really got drawn to simply because you can change the way it's set. You can change how it's set up, and it comes with the 4 hooks and the hooks slide. So seriously, anything that you can adjust and customize is a bonus. So I'm really, really happy with that. I'm not going to bother to put it back in the box because the box got trashed. But consider that, right? I'm thinking, depending on how that works out in the closet, in the bathroom, for the household brooms, mops, etc., I may get something similar to that, but a little bit more heavy duty, because I know down the road I'm going to be investing in a rake and a garden shovel and a few other things like that. But I'm not going to have a lot, So the good thing about where we're living is that there are maintenance crews that do the grounds. I have to do the area that I'm going to fence in for Levi, but they'll do everything else around it. Okay, this is another space saver. This is a major household haul. These are definitely household essentials. All right, this one is for all my little spaghetti strap night shirts. And I'm pretty sure I probably will be getting another one of these. This has glue. See the little tube of glue? You can put it up with glue. Oops, I don't want to lose the screws. Hold on. I'm separating things. No, not good. Get in there. Okay, got it. This comes with an adhesive, a very strong adhesive, to put this up on the wall. But I'm not going to use an adhesive because this slides. Can you see the holes? I'm going to screw this into the wall. Forget adhesive. Okay, adhesive is great if you live in an apartment, but it does come with the little screws. See them down there? It comes with the 3 screws so that you can screw this into the wall in 3 different spots. It has a release in the back. See this little lever right here? That's the release, so you can take the track out. All right, you can mount the track to the wall, screw it where you want it, and then put your track back together. It'll clip back in. Up. It will clip back in. I've had it in and out several times, so I don't know why it's doing that to me. But once there we go. I just didn't have it on straight. Once you get it clipped back on straight, it will only come out just so far. So this, let me turn it around so you can see the front. Very nice wood tone. All right. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has 8 hooks. And these are big enough that I can hook probably 2 or 3 on each one of these. You can come up from behind and loop it that way, or you can just hang it on the front. You can use this for belts, ties, bras, tank tops, spaghetti strap tops. I'm going to use this particular one. It's going to get, when you stand at my closet, you have a wall on each side, then you have the opening. Just inside the wall on one side so that I can just pull it out when I want to choose a nightgown and tuck it right back in, out of the way. It's not going to take up drawer space, shelf space, or anything else. It's going to make use of vertical space, of wall space. So I may get a second one of these to put on the other side and use that for my pedicamis and the things like that I have to hang. Right? I think it's a great idea. Anything that you can put on a wall that, number one, it's tucked out of sight, but it's functional. And the fact that it slides in and out for you to access it, I don't have to climb into the closet. I can just reach around the closet, grab, the end of the bar and just pull it out to get whichever one I want. I love it. Am I going to use the glue? Hell no. I can use the glue as an extra, but if you're putting screws in the walls, you don't need the glue. So, but it comes in handy. It does come with instructions, I guess. Is that an instruction sheet? No, that's just a label. Okay, no instructions, just a label that I cannot interpret. I won't try. Doesn't help me any. Okay, shall we keep going? Yeah. Oops, hold on. I'm knocking stuff apart down here. I want to make sure I have everything. There we go. So I don't lose anything. Okay. Parts is parts is parts. What else we got? Oh, great. 2 of these and 1 more coming. 2. Can you see what they are? Split solar wall lamps. 3 head wall lamps. There's 2 of these. So I'm only going to open 1. Now, let's see what information I can give you on these before I get into this box. 5 volts, rated 1A, 2400 megahertz battery, solar rechargeable. So these, I'm not going to have any, I will have recessed lights on my porch on the inside, but I'm not going to have any security lights on the outside of the house, which I'm a little disappointed in. Like on the back of the house, even though I have the big sliding door put in, there is no back light. So I will be using the hardware, okay? I'll be putting one of these up at the back of the house, probably just off to the side of the sliding door so that I can angle these heads in different directions. I'll also going to be putting one of these on the front of the shed so that I can angle it onto the parking spot, because as you pull into my parking spot, which is, gosh, I think 40 feet long, it's long. And then at the back of it, I have another 10 by 10 concrete pad. That's where my shed's going. So if I put this up on the shed, right, there's your solar panel right there. And that's a good size solar panel. Here's your mounting on the back where you mount it to the wall. And these are your heads that you can adjust out, side by side, up, down, whatever the case may be. Right? You can turn them in so many different ways. But I can adjust these. I can pivot them down if I want them down more. Look at that. I could shoot straight down on the ground if I wanted to. So I can adjust these. Everything just went white. See that? I mean, that's totally charged. So that's a dimmer set. So it has different levels. There's the lower level. Let me point it this way. Off, high, medium, regular, off. Oh, I think I just blinded all of us. I'm sorry, guys. I had no idea that was actually charged and ready to work. So the solar keeps it charged. There's different settings. It does come with the instructions so that it will tell you how many times to push the button. This is motion sensor. All right. So it will stay on. If you use it at the lowest level, it will stay on for about 8 hours, which is perfect. How the heck did they get this thing in the box? I don't know. Oh, like that. Okay. So it'll stay on for about 8 hours on the lowest level. It's like a dusk to dawn. So it will come on when it gets dark, which is perfect. And those are so bright that I think if I put the one on the front of the shed, I can angle one of the heads towards the step where you go into the house, which will illuminate into the porch, and then keep the other two towards the driveway, my parking pad. The one in the back, I'm going to be able to light up the entire back area so that Levi will never be in the dark. Oh, my eyes are still bugging out from that. If you don't see the part that I'm talking about with that blare, that's because I cut it out. I'm a little concerned that it might bother some people. Okay, next, I got a box. Now, my laundry unit is a combo. It's not a stackable, it's a combo. It's washer and dryer in one unit. It's about 24 by 24 by maybe 36 inches tall, but I am having it put on a pedestal so that I get drawer space underneath it. So it'll be about 40 inches tall, which is about waist high for me. But it's not big. It's like 24 by 24. So I'm going to have like a good 6 inches or so off to one side. And I'm going to have plenty of space on the top of it for folding clothes or whatever the case I need. So I've got this. Dryer sheets. Just thought, wash, dry, fold. Obviously, wash, dry, fold, wash, dry, hang, whatever you're going to do with it. But I thought, why not? Why not get rid of that big, ugly box with the name brand that just sits there and looks ick? Because my machine is going to be in my bedroom and kind of like its own little cubby. And it's going to be, for now, it's going to be open to be seen. And I'm like, it's a beautiful black machine, so why not? And this is hinged. See the hinges? So why not get a nice little box for my dryer sheets in? And that's it. It's just a plain old box. But I like that it's black and that it's wood, not plastic. I could have gotten a plastic clear one with a wood lid, but I didn't want plastic. I'm trying to avoid as much plastic as I possibly can. So pretty cool. Standard size for regular sheets. Looks like it'll hold a pretty good size box. So that's my plan. Got to keep it presentable. Have been thinking about what to do, and I came up with what might be a solution. My laundry machine is going to set back in from the frame where it's at. It's got room to go back. It's not going to protrude in the room. In other words, it would be like it's tucked in the closet, right? The closet is deep enough I could put this machine in there and it's not going to protrude. So I have choices. I could put a nice bifold door on there so that I can close it up and cover it and have it look like a nice, maybe a frosted glass or something bifold door. I can get a larger sliding barn door and do like I'm doing for the bathroom and pantry and have a sliding barn door that goes across the face of the closet and all the way over to close off the machine. I don't think I want to do that. But another thing I was thinking is that I could get two barn doors that are split so that, in other words, one of them can be slid over across the machines and the other one will cover at least half of the closet space so that if I don't want to look at the machine, I can close it off. I don't know. Give me ideas. What do you think? I don't really want curtains. Curtains have a tendency to actually make a room look much, much, much smaller than putting up some sort of a door or barrier. Heck, I'm an old hippie. I could just hang a bunch of beads. You know, I used to have the beaded curtains back in the 60s that made all that sound when you walk through them. I could just hang some, they have some beautiful beaded curtains that have patterns on them. And it would be enough to hide the machine. And then all I would need to do would be put two wall hooks on the side, or when I'm doing laundry, I can just swing them aside, hook them on the hooks, and have it open so I can get to the machine. I'm kind of liking that idea. I don't know. Let me know what you think. All right, let's get on to some more stuff. There's still a lot in this bag. I told you, this is a humongous order. TEMU actually put together 3 or 4 of my orders into one bag. And that's fine. I still got them, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to separate them. I'm just going to give you guys one big, huge, hour-long haul. So this is a pack, a multi-pack of storage containers. This is a 2-pack. They do come with the stickies, right? But again, I like to drill the holes and make them permanent. I don't trust the 2-sided tape that comes on the back of these things. But this is a 2-pack. They're both the same size, right? I can stack these like I did at the house back in Arizona, put them on the inside of the cabinet door underneath the sink. I can put them inside the bathroom door. Or one of the also things I was thinking of is I can use them in my pantry for lids. I can simply stack the 2 of them next to each other in the pantry, or I can slide them out, pull one out if I need it, one with the taller, bigger lids, one with the smaller lids. That might work to hold my lids in the pantry, and they'll be very thin and not take any room. Now remember, my pantry doesn't have a door that I can put things on the back of the door and hang them. I have to make use of the shelves or the wall space, right? I already have shelves that, baskets that they slide over the shelves like a fork, and they give you that extra basket that hangs down off the shelf. I already have 2 or 3 of those, but yeah. So bathroom, under the cabinet, kitchen, under the cabinet. I could even mount one if I wanted to. I could mount one of these in the closet in the bathroom and put different cleaning materials in here, or different household products, or, extra sponges, extra Swiffer pads, whatever the case may be. I can organize that closet. That closet's about 15 inches across, so I can get a lot of stuff in it. Mr. Levi. Mr. Levi says, "Hi, Mom. How you doing, Mom? What's up, little boy? Hi. Oh, I get kisses? Where's your chippy? Did you eat your chippy? You did? I gave him a chippy. Is you a good boy? You got the happy tail going. Got the happy tail. Well, say hello, everybody. Mama's boy? Yes? Okay, Mama's boy. He just needs that little extra bit of attention every once in a while. Okay, more. Got a refund for these. Now, let me tell you a little something before I go on. I accepted a partial refund on these. These were not as pictured, but they are resellable. So I had the option, if I wanted a full refund, I could send them back. Or if I wanted to keep them, I would get a partial refund, which was about 50% of what they cost. And I thought to myself, well, I can use about half of them. So I accepted the 50% refund, right? Which comes across as a price adjustment. They don't put it as a refund. They just show it as like a price adjustment. But on another item that I had ordered, which cost well over $30, and it had missing parts and was useless without those parts, they tried to give me a partial refund for not returning it. And I said, no. And I didn't communicate with them. I didn't send it back. I didn't communicate with them. I simply refused everything that they were offering. They were saying, oh, we'll give you a 20% off coupon, and we'll give you a $12 refund, partial refund on a 30-some-odd dollar item. That's like a third. And they said, well, that way you can reorder. And I said, how can I reorder a $31, $32 item? And I'm scratching my head. I'm sitting there going, what? How can I reorder an item that costs 3 times the amount they're offering me with what they're offering me? Doesn't work. So I said, no. So I waited about a week. Actually, I think it was like 9 days. And I contacted them again. I said, hey, I contacted the seller for a reship. In other words, send me the missing parts so that I can make use of this thing. And the seller never responded. So I went back to customer service. I said, you know what? They're not responding to me. I asked for a reship. I've been more than patient about this. It's been like 2 weeks since I received the item. And I said, I want a refund. If you're not going to send me the parts that are missing, this thing is useless. There's no point in me sending it back because it's still useless. And they said, okay, we'll give you a one-time exception and give you a full refund. So lesson here, the moral of the story is don't be so quick to accept a partial refund, especially when you know that item is going to be useless, even if you send it back. Because if the seller can't send you replacement parts, well, that means they don't have the replacement parts to add to this and try to resell it. So to them, it's garbage too, right? So that's a little PSA. So I got a refund on these because these were not as described. The picture described them as each of them is a set of 4, and I'm going to show you what they are. These are drawer knobs, not pulls. Pulls are like a handle. Knobs, you get what I'm saying, right? Knobs are knobs. These were supposed to be about 2 inches bigger than what they were, but they're cute. All right. They're black metal with the wood tone. Now, keep in mind, my kitchen is going to be, right now, my baseboard, my base cabinets are really dark chocolate. I think they call it espresso. But eventually they're going to be black, and the top is knotty pine. So I got these, but they are too small to use on anything other than the drawers. They're okay for a drawer pull, right? But I only have 3 drawers, and I've got 8 of these things because I had thought they were going to be bigger and I could use them for all the lower cabinets. So what am I going to do with the rest of them? I don't know. I have no clue what I'm going to do with them. I do know that I will use 3 of them. All right. And if necessary, I will find a way to remove this shorter piece and get a dowel of my own that will fit through there and make bigger ones for the cabinets. So, you know me, guys. I'm always resourceful. I'm going to figure out a way to do this. So I had ordered 2 sets of 4 because I had 8 doors that needed to be done. I might use 2 of these in the living room. I have a reverse kitchen cabinet in the living room that I had them flip it around instead of doing that corner lazy Susan thing and still losing all that space. I had them flip around that 24-inch base so that it opens on the living room side. Those little knobs might be just enough. I was going to put a latch across those to keep those doors closed until I needed them. But I might use those on them. I don't know. I'll have to, once the cabinets are in and I'm getting ready to do that stuff, I will just have to go around with them and say, okay, is this okay? Is this big enough? Is this going to work? Or can I use it temporarily? So, oh, yeah, see my earrings? My glitter. These are the ones that I got from Miss Brenda. Oh, those beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? If you're like me and you like bling, reach out to Brenda. If you see one of her comments below, just ask her, for information on how to contact her. I don't mind. This is our channel. Yes, I'm the hostess of the mostess of the channel. But you know what? We share everything, guys, which is why I'm going to be promoting you. Some of you or any of you that are willing, I'm going to be doing free promotions for you, and you'll get a little subscriber spotlight if you have a craft or something that, maybe you're selling crafts and you're willing to ship and you want to kick it up a notch. Honey, I am happy to show your goods up here. And all I need is pictures. I put the rules in a community post and it's pretty simple. Very, very, very simple. So check them out. Check out the community post because I am happy to help. I don't need to do it to give me content. I have plenty of things that I can use for content. I'm doing it to throw my support behind you because you guys have all thrown your support behind me. So I don't care if you have what kind of business you have. If it's your business, you own it. It's just you. You're doing it. And it's not going to be a violation of your business or whatever the case may be. I am happy to throw some extra promotion out there for you. All right. And as my channel grows, you're going to get more exposure, right? I think exposure is important. Certain types of exposure. All right. I'm trying to get this one open. It doesn't want to open. This is a set of sensor lights. Now, I'm going to have spots in the house that aren't going to have any direct lighting. Inside the pantry. I'm going to have at least 3 shelves inside the pantry. And inside my closet in the bathroom, both the top and the bottom. Inside my regular bedroom closet, there's no light. So I got this set. It's a set of 3. round lights. They do mount. You take the back off and they mount. They are USB rechargeable, right? Which is nice. They also have, see the hook, so you can just slide them off and on a nail. Really easy mounting. This is your stickies. If you don't want to mount them on a screw, you can mount them with stickies, and they give you lots of stickies. They also give you 3, not 1, but 3 cords for charging. So if you have to take them all down at once and charge them all at once, you can, as long as you have enough cubes or something around your house. And if you remember, a few hauls ago, I got one of those multi-port chargers that has 3 spots in it, right? This was in my cart. So 3 of these to charge. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It comes with 8 of these little sticky pads. In case you don't want to put it up on a screw, I am going to be putting it up on a screw because it's my house. And these are motion censored. So when you're in the dark, right now they're off. I'm going to turn it over this way just in case. I don't know. There we go. Okay, so it's on and it's bright. And then there's an auto connection where if it's exposed, if there's motion, it picks up motion, it comes on and then it goes off. You pick up motion again, it should go back on. And I don't know why it's not going back. Hello? There it goes. Okay. So it's going back on. So it'll light up when there's motion. And when there isn't any, it'll shut off on auto. And it is nice and bright, as you can tell. It's really, 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 really bright. So anyway, let me shut it off. So it's got an on, an auto, and an off. And if you don't need them all on, you don't have to have them all on. But I love that. Very happy with those. I had a set of these again in my house in Arizona, so I knew what to buy. This is a repurchase. It comes in a set of 3, and it was very, very reasonable. I may get, depending on where I end up putting these, as I open cabinets and open things, I'll see where I need them. And as I see where I need them, I'll either get more or not get more. But for the price, and it's a 3-pack, it's a good deal. Okay. Are you bored yet? We're almost at 45 minutes and we haven't even gone through half this bag. Oh my gosh. All right. This is a doorstop. My front door, obviously I don't want it slamming up against the wall when I open it in the house. But I didn't want, I don't know. I was just kind of picky. I got a magnetic one. All right. So I can put this piece on the door. Okay. Or I can put this piece on the, oh my gosh, that's strong. Hello. Holy cow. I can put this little piece on the floor and have this low on the door so that it comes across and just holds the door in place, right? If I want to do it that way. Or I can put this piece on the wall, on the back of the door, and have this on the floor. Or I can have this piece on the wall and have this on the back of the door. There's so many different ways you can set it. It has 2-sided tape, and it comes with 2 extra 2-sided tape discs for this. All right, and it is strong. All right, so that's a strong magnet. That will keep your door. My thing is, I'm going to have a cabinet on that wall, and I don't want the door to be slamming into the cabinet or the cabinet catching the glass on the door and cracking the glass should it blow open. I want that door to stop at a certain point. Now, it doesn't matter to me. I will probably, I can't believe how strong that magnet is. I will probably put this piece on the floor if I can, because it's less, it's going to be less in the way. When the door is closed, in other words, I don't mind this sticking out the back of the bottom of the door. I'm not going to be over there. But if I'm over by the cabinet, I don't want anything really big or crazy on the floor. Or I might just stick it on the wall, keep it off the floor, and just do it the old-fashioned way like that. Too many choices. Mine having choices. It's nice to have choices. So, and this is a good sturdy one. It's not plastic. It's all metal. And you saw that magnet, how strong that magnet is. That magnet is crazy. I'm telling you, it's absolutely crazy. I'm going to have a lot of organizing to do. Can you imagine me trying to haul all this stuff and more? I have a massive amount of boxes still in the other room I haven't even shown you yet. And you, excuse me, UPS just rang the doorbell that something else just got delivered. Okay. This is a multi-plug outlet extension. I always sneeze after I take a shower. Sometimes it takes a while. Information you didn't need to know, right? Doesn't hurt to share that. Okay. I had one of these. Hold on. I had one of these in Arizona. Absolutely loved it. Left it for the homeowner. It does come with a big long screw in case you do want to mount it into the wall. All right. The screw goes through here. Right there. And you can actually put this through the middle of your receptacle plate so that if you have, I have a couple of regular receptacles and I got square plates for them instead of the rounded ones where the piece goes through the middle. And I did that because I want this to go through the middle. This is going to go over that standard outlet. So this will get plugged into the top one. This will go into the bottom one. This gets screwed into the plate. And you have, ready for this? 2 grounded outlets on this side, 2 grounded outlets on this side, 2 grounded outlets here, 2 USB Type-Cs, and 2 smaller. Is that not crazy? 6 regular, you're turning a 2 receptacle outlet, okay, into 6 with USB plugs, and you're securing it to the wall by screwing it into the receptacle beneath it. You can't go wrong with this. I love this thing. And I left it for the new homeowner. And I said, I'm going to get a new, fresh one. It does come in different colors. I got the basic white and gray. I probably, not 100% sure, but I am probably going to connect this one near where I connect my desk in the house, which will be in the corner where the bathroom wall comes out and they go in the living room wall. My desk, because it's curved, will go in that particular corner. And there's going to be outlets on both those walls. So I'll probably connect it to one of those so that I can plug in my computer, my ring lights, charge my phone there, have my regular Tiffany lamp on that table, and whatever else I might need to plug in. That could be like my charging station. I can actually use my desk as a charging station. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. For the bathroom, this is a set of 3. These are really heavy duty. The plastic, they come with 2-sided tape. There's 3 pieces that come with the 3 pieces of the 2-sided tape. These are really heavy duty plastic hooks. Now, I'm going to have a section of wall that's about a foot, give or take. When you first walk into the bathroom, you're walking into the bathroom. On the left-hand side is that first solid piece of what I call pantry wall, right? Then the cabinet, then my shower. So on that pantry wall, I'm going to have a place to put at least 1 or 2 of these hooks. And these are really good, solid hooks. These are seriously solid hooks. Now, if I needed to, I could pre-drill into here and use a screw to mount them if the 2-sided tape doesn't hold the weight of like a bathrobe or a towel. But I love that they're a double hook, that you've got the top taller one and the bottom shorter one, right? And they're a good size. They're probably about 4.5 inches that way. This piece down here is almost 2 inches, that circle mounting piece. So I can put them there. They're also thin enough that if I wanted to, I could hang one between the window and the shower and put it in that little strip of wall. So as I come out of the shower, either my towel is right there or my robe is right there. But I got them in the white. They do come in black, and I think they also come in gray, blue, and pink. You have to hunt around for them. But I got them in the basic white, the basic ivory. So, tiny hooks for my tiny home. am so excited about this, guys, especially the more stuff that I get to go in the house. I can actually start to see it, the finished product in my head, as to like having all the conveniences, like walking into the room. Okay, I can grab this from here. I can grab that from there. Everything being organized. And being organized is extremely important in a tiny home, right? All right, more for organized. Set of 2. I'll take one out. Again, 2-sided tape. These are a chrome look. I'm not worried about what color they are, the silvery, because these are towel holders. You literally just push your towel down into the center. I'll use a plastic bag to show you. You just push your towel down into the center like that, right? And it holds your towel, lets it air dry. So I'm going to put one of these in the shower to hold my washcloth, and you won't see it. It'll be up on the wall under the shower head. And then I'm going to put the other one under the kitchen sink to hold whatever small washcloth or small wash towel that I might use to do dishes with. So it'll be out of sight. I'm not going to have, in my home in Arizona, I had a big wall space over the sink. I'm not going to have that because I had that big, beautiful window over my sink. And I don't want to start cluttering things around the window. So one under the cabinet and one in the shower. Organized. Oh, by the way, Mama says hello. I've spoken with her in the middle of the week. She says to tell everybody hello and she misses you. She's doing good. As well as can be expected for someone who's about to turn 96. She's 60 days from turning 96, roughly, somewhere around there. So, yeah. Okay. This, I should say, comes with instructions, which I really don't need, but I'll set them aside. This is a seat lifter. Whether or not you have guys in your house, your toilet seat will need to be lifted either for their use or for cleaning. I wanted something a little bit more stable. So I got this. Is this not cool? So this is the ring. It comes with 2 different size. These are like spongy. Can you see how they squish? All right. Got 2-sided tape on them. Comes with a smaller one. It comes with a longer one. So it depends on your toilet seat. You put one of these, let the hook hang down, because this is going to hang down next to the side of the toilet. Here is your seat. So you're going to put one of these under the seat, because all those seats have that little dip in them, right? You're going to put one of these in the dip, depending whether you need the small one or the big one. And this will extend out. So when you want to lift your seat, you simply grab the ring and you pull it up. And when you're not using it, your ring folds down and out of the way. Very cool. Rubber on the inside of the ring, sturdy plastic. This is a very solid plastic to attach it to, and it's on a hinge. This was so inexpensive, and it just looks so nice. I said, you know what? I can put this on the wall side so that you don't even see it in the bathroom, but yet it's there. So when I need to lift the lid to do the cleaning, I just grab the ring and pick the ring up, right? So easy. Got to make cleaning easy. Got to make everything easy. I need more coffee. Oh. Okay, guys. We're closing in at an hour. It's going to be another long one. All right. These are dog butts. These are hooks for Levi's leashes. Now, he has 2 leashes. He has one that I keep in the car at all times, just in case I need an extra. You never know. All right. And then he has one that I keep in the house. So it comes with the 2-sided tape and or the screws so that you can mount it permanently in the wall. I'll be mounting it permanently. And these are just the cutest little thing. These are just little, I'm going to open up just one of them. These are just little dog butts. All right. They're hooks. They come in different colors. I picked out the black one because it's very neutral. There's your hole where you can put the screw in the wall and then you put this on. And it's all you see when it's in the wall is like this. you see the dog butt sticking out of the wall. Isn't that the coolest thing? So his leash will hook on here and hang down. So one of these is going to go on the front porch right next to the door. So as we come in and out, all right, if I forget the leash in the house, I can just grab the one that's there. If I bring him in from the car and we're on the porch and the door is closed, I can just take his leash off there and hang it outside. The other one will go by the back door in the bedroom, so that if I do need to take him outside before the house is fenced, I can either take him out on the leash or take him out on the hookup that I'm going to have out there. So cute little dog butts. They had the big fancy cast iron ones. I'm like, I'm not spending $10 on a cast iron dog butt, but I didn't mind spending $1 something or $2 for a set of 2 of these little black ones. So I just thought that was really cute. Some of you might not, but I do. All right. I'll keep digging in. I hope you're noticing that you probably aren't hearing any crackle today because my computer is programmed where it doesn't pick up the crackle. This is, what is this? Oh, this is a heavy duty magnet. My screen door is on a typical eye and hook. That's all that holds it closed. But those kind of screen doors, because they're a little flimsier, they can twist, especially at the top where they don't line up perfectly and they don't close tight. So I got this. Bear with me a second here. Comes with magnetized. Comes with all the hardware. There's all the pieces you need. And this is a really strong magnet. Okay. So one piece will go on the side of the frame of the house. This piece will go on the door so that when the door closes, it grabs that magnet, and that magnet keeps that door from twisting at the top. And it gives it that extra closure so that if it is windy or storming and, that screen door is not going to be opening and closing and slamming. Heaven forbid if I forget to put the latch on it, this is going to hold it in place. I might actually get an extra one so that I can hold it at the top and the bottom. But I'm also thinking I'll get a regular door latch instead of an eye and hook for it. I ordered one. Matter of fact, I might already have it. It might be in another bag. I did order a swing over latch. Oh, you already saw it in the last video, the little tiny black one. That's enough of a latch where I can, instead of using the eye hook, I can actually swing that over and use that as an inside latch. And I'm going to need a latch so that when I leave the house, I can latch that door. I can't put the eye hook on it if I'm not in the house, but if I want to close it, I need that swing over latch to keep it closed while I'm going. And the magnets will help with that too. You think of all these things. I'm a crazy person. All right, this is a bowl cozy. And it's just what it says. It is just peach designs on it, and it's just made to hold a bowl. When you take a bowl out of the microwave, I have noticed, and I've been noticing for a long time, I usually just use like a pot holder, and I slide a pot holder under a bowl that's too hot, but I thought, you know what, this is probably a better idea because it'll go further around the bowl. So I'm going to try this. I did not get a set of 3 or a set of 5 or more. On the inside, it's very fuzzy. It's really, really fuzzy, like a, how can I describe that? Like a dish towel, kind of thick. And on the outside, it's more silky feeling. So I guess that's what helped insulate it, is this, because it does feel like kind of like a pot holder on the inside. So I'm going to try this one, and I will let you know how it works out. I imagine it'll probably work out okay. Don't know. Can't tell. I'll tell you when I'm done with it. Okay, what's next? Oh, pedicure tool. Electronic pedicure tool. Not even the fanciest box in the world, but let's see. Let me get this open. Oh, I need to get my nails done. They're growing out. All right, let's pull this puppy out of here. Now, anybody else out there have thyroid issues? You know you probably have calluses on the bottom of your feet. Some of you may not even have thyroid issues, but you have the calluses simply because you're like me, you run around barefoot all the time. This is a callus buffer, all right? This has a buffing stone on the end. Can you see the grit on that? Can you see the glitter on that stone? It has a buffing stone. There's your power button to turn it on. Right? It doesn't have any batteries on it. This is your button to release the stone, because you can actually change the stone that's in here. If you don't want that one, you can simply tip it out and alternate it. It does come with, excuse me, no batteries. It is rechargeable, USB rechargeable, and it comes with 2 additional stones so that you have plenty of buffing stones, and you can buy separate stones thereafter if you do go through these and you buy plenty. So this is not charged. I was kind of hoping it would have been charged, but it's not charged. But again, I will let you know how it comes out. I had one similar to this, but it had a long skinny handle on it. It just looked like a cheese slicer but instead of the blade on the end, it had the stone, and it did not work. It didn't have enough texture to the head of it so that it wasn't sanding anything off my feet. But I'm going to try this pedicure tool, and I will let you know how it works out. I'm hoping it comes out okay. All right, more. Oh my gosh. Are we getting down here yet? Not yet? Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. Another basket. This one's a little different than the first one. Let me get this out. Oh, I'm glad you can't do the crinkle, because this one is crazy crinkle. Or if you can, shame on you, right? So this one's a little odd, and that's why I liked it. If you look at the bottom, it's round. It's got this, I think they call it like a Norwegian design or something, because it's got like the little triangles on it. Can you see the shape, the design? But here's the thing. As it goes up, it narrows. Can you see how it's kind of like a rectangle on the top? It's not round. It's a little bit more like that. It's not round. And no, it didn't get squished. It's never meant to be round. This is the way that it was meant to be, to have that shape where it narrows. It's round on the bottom and it narrows at the top. And I like that because you can tuck it into different spots and you don't have to worry about the top being wider than the bottom. And it does have flexibility. It does not have the ring on top to hold like the other ones did. But you know what? For a few bucks, it's definitely worth it. So now I have 2 little trash bins. One for the bedroom and one for the living room. Okay, let me get into here. I think that's all that's in this bag. Okay. Oh, we're not done yet. Don't give up. We're not done yet. All right, this is for the bathroom. Now, I couldn't find the colors I wanted, so I went with the white and gray, and I figured, you know what? It's going to be tucked back in the corner. Nobody's going to see it but me. So here's all the pieces. These are all the handles. All right, can you guess what this is that I'm going to be showing you? You'll be right. This is a toilet brush plunger set. There's the base. Your plunger sets in there with the handle coming out the top. And I have to attach the handles. And then your brush, toilet brush, sets in here. So everything, this is streamlined. This whole thing is only about 5 inches across. This is going to tuck back in the corner. All you'll see coming up from it is going to be the handles. And the handles are 2-tone. Each handle has a gray bottom, a gray top, and a white bottom. So this one screws in to the plunger, and then this screws onto the top of it. So that's all you're going to see is like that sticking up. And the same thing with this one. This one snaps down around the top of the brush, and this goes over it. So you'll see the 2 handles side by side. So that's all you'll see. One a little taller than the other, sticking up. It's a great little set. It wasn't all that expensive either. And it's almost identical to what I had. The tray on the bottom does come off. I'll make sure it's snapped closed tightly. Bear with me a second here. The tray in the bottom, this part does come off. So you can take it off to clean it if you need be. But I love that this has its own little, can you see this little hole right here? That's for like air and drainage, so it doesn't get moldy and mildewy in there, but that's what it looks like inside, right? This type of plunger is also a two-way plunger. A plunger that looks just like this is for a sink drain or a tub drain. So I can use this in the bathroom shower, but all I have to do is reach in and pull out the cone like this, and now you've got the toilet plunger, because this is what you need for the toilet. It needs to be able to get down into that gap, then you can push it down. So this is a two-way plunger, right? A lot of people look at this and go, well, that won't work on a toilet. Yeah, it will, because of that. When you store it, you put it back in the thing, you just simply, you push it down. You don't have to, obviously don't have to push it down with your hand. You can push it down on the side of the toilet. You can push it down in the bottom of the shower where you can rinse it off and then put it away. And then you can put it in here flat. You could put it in here with the thing up if you wanted to, leave it that way. But I love that this is a two-way plunger, right? Works for everything. I find all the best stuff, don't I? Let me get these handles back in the box and get the box out of the way. You should see the mess on the floor next to me. Well, actually, no, you shouldn't, but it's bad. Okay. I have some signs that I am going to show you. And I did, these are almost the last of them. I think I might have 2 or 3 more somewhere. I did check the ones that I already got that are in alphabetical order to make sure I hadn't duplicated any. But you know what I thought to myself? If I did duplicate something, I would just put the extra in the 5,000 giveaway, prize in my subscriber gift box. That gift box, is easily going to have over 50 items, probably closer to 100 items by the time I get done. We're almost at 3,400. What I want you to do right now is stop. If you have gotten this far in my video and you've been watching my other videos and you have not yet hit that subscribe button, do me a favor, right? Do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Let's get this channel going. You're watching. You keep coming back and watch. Subscribing doesn't cost you nothing, right? Okay. Because you know what happens if we don't hit, you know where I'm going to be if we don't hit 5,000? Right here. I'll be at my wits' end. Right? That's where I'm going to hit if we don't hit 5,000 this year. And I know we can hit 5,000. That would be a great birthday present. My birthday's in March, and I know my house is my birthday present to myself. But yeah, wits' end. Oh my gosh. Love it. Okay, got another one. Life is too short. Life is too short to be serious all the time. If you can't laugh at yourself, call me. I'll laugh at you. Well, actually, I'll laugh with you. But you see me laugh at myself all the time over silly things or things that I just happen to think are funny or faux pas that I make. I laugh at myself constantly. You can't be so serious that you forget to laugh. You might not want to laugh right away, but eventually you're going to laugh at yourself, right? Right? Okay, next one. Oh, I have to take this one out of the bag because it's backwards. All right, hold on. This one says, reasons I can relate to a raccoon. Dark circles around eyes. Yeah, you see those all the time, right? And thank you for not commenting on them. I eat junk and small and chubby. Kind of chubby, not as chubby as I used to be. Cute, but will fight you. Possibly rabid. You've heard me say I do bite from time to time. So I can relate to a raccoon. Oh, come on. You can too. Admit it. You're all sitting there going, that's me. Yep, that's me. So this is going on my community porch. I love that. Couple more. Oh, I got to take this one out too. They always put the stickers where you want to read something or you want to see something. I don't know how they do that. Oh, guys, we're at an hour and 10 minutes and I'm still in the order. What do you think about that? Now, how's that for a big order, right? Okay. This one, this is one of those signs that makes you go, The fact that there's a highway to hell and only a stairway to heaven says a lot about anticipated traffic numbers. Think about that for a second, right? I had to think about that twice. I'm like, wait a minute. Staircase, okay, smaller, less of a commute. Highway, major traffic jam. There's a highway to hell. Which list are you on? I'm on the staircase list, by the way. My opinion. I'm on the staircase list. All right. And if you have a different opinion about where I'm going, don't tell me. Konnee done some crazy things in my life, but I am a good woman. So, highway or staircase? How much traffic is going to be on one or the other? And who do you think is going to be on one or the other? Any ideas? All right. I just found this one funny, but true. My luck is like a bald guy who just won a comb. Bald guys don't need combs. Well, if it was a beard comb, that might be okay, but not hair comb. So that's my kind of luck. What's that all say? If not for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Well, I've been having a lot of good luck in 2025 and in the end of 2024. Basically, ever since I got out of Arizona, my luck has just flipped and changed. All right. Last sign and last item from this haul. It's another warning sign. Warning. And if you know me, guys, if you know me personally, you know this is true. This is why I tell everybody, no drop-ins. You either text or call before you want to do a video chat with me or before you show up at my door. And this is why. Warning. Beyond this door, I may or may not be naked. Enter at your own risk. Too much information? Come on, I'm an old hippie. All hippies understand this. I don't like shoes. I run around barefoot all the time. The less clothes, the better. Yeah, this is true. All my friends back in New York, any of you that are watching, you know this is true, right? Okay. That's it for this TEMU haul. What do you think about that? Isn't that crazy? An hour and 13 minutes of just solid TEMU. Yeah, I'm on TEMU burnout. I really am. And I have probably 4 or 5 more videos worth of stuff in the other room to show you. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on just around the corner. Now, I'm going to put some pictures up because even though things around my new house, my tiny home, have slowed down a little bit, in one way, they've really accelerated and amped up in another way. Ryan has been doing a wonderful job about keeping me posted and sending me pictures and updates and communicating back and forth with me. And we're organized, where does this have to go? Where does that have to go? What trim are we doing? What are we not doing? He has the slightest little question, or if I have the slightest little question, we're on it. All right. So there is no delay, which is another reason why things move quickly. When a buyer and the builder have that kind of rapport and that kind of communication, there aren't any snags that slow down production. All right. There aren't any problems that come up that aren't fixed before they become a problem. So the anticipation and what I would call preventative medicine, just being proactive and say, okay, we're about to do this, let's clarify. Or we've just done that, did we do it right? Right. So it's been helpful and it's made life easier for me, less stressful. It's also made life easier for them, less stressful, because they know exactly what the homeowner wants. why I want it, where I want it, the whole bit. So what they worked on, the first thing they worked on earlier in the after they got the roof on, obviously, and they got the internal trusses built, which I showed you, those roof trusses to connect the front walls and the back wall and the bedroom wall up to the roof. The crew started working on the outside while a different crew was working on the inside. So around the outside, I'm going to put some pictures up for you where you can actually see the house being wrapped. Now, this is moisture barrier that you're looking at. Back in New York, the brand I'm familiar with was called Tyvek, but it's all the same stuff. It's just different manufacturers. It's a moisture barrier wrap that goes on over the insulation, over the studs, before the exterior wall boards get put onto the house. So you'll see these pictures of all different degrees of wrap. Now, on this one side, which I'm going to show you this picture separately, as they were wrapping, you can see where the windows are. But once they get done wrapping, they wrap right over those windows. All right. They cut out for the windows. So on one side, like you don't see the kitchen window, but on the other side, because they're just starting to wrap, you do see the windows on the other side. It's kind of cool how they do that. But that's typical. That is normal whether you're having a traditional house built or whether you're having a tiny home built. The way they wrap it, they will either wrap right over the openings and then they just make the X slit and pop the window in so that the window helps hold that wrap up against the house. That's normal. You can do it one of two ways, but that's the most frequent way. So as you will see, all the windows are in. The kitchen window is in. The two windows in the living room were in. The bathroom window was in. The back door is in. Look at that door. Isn't that beautiful? Can you imagine how much light? I mean, that's a 6-foot door. That's a 72-inch door that's sitting on a 13-foot wall or a 12 and a half, 13-foot wall. All right. So half of that wall almost is nothing but light that's going to be pouring into the bedroom. It's going to be pouring in at the foot of my bed, not in my face, which is kind of a bonus. Okay. Now, you look at these pictures and you can see where they started putting up the board. This is called LP Smart siding. It goes on horizontal, not vertical. A lot of tiny homes that you may see all have vertical siding, or they have what's called board and batten siding, which is the board. It looks like T111 board. And then they have over the seams, they have a piece of wood. That's the batten. I did not want my house to look like that. I wanted my house to look like a house. And a traditional house does not have vertical boards. It has horizontal boards. I grew up in a big 2-story, well, actually 3-story and a basement. So you can say 4 stories, a big 1-family house back in Albany, New York. And we had to paint that house every 5-6 years. It had the boards running horizontally. And to me, that's how you run boards on a home. So that's how I had my boards run. So if you look, you'll see the boards running that way all the way around the house, and you'll see the progress that they're making on those. So that's the siding. And no, that's not the finished color of the house. That's the raw boards. My house is going to be a dark chocolate, like a barn brown, with a dark brick trim and a dark brick colored roof. So you're just seeing the raw natural board as they're going up before they're finished. I believe they're primed. Don't quote me on that. Ryan will let me know if I'm right or wrong on that when he watches this. But I know they are treated. They're definitely weather treated type boards. So that's why they have that little creamy greenish color to them. So that's that. Now another crew is also working on the outside up on the roof. If you look at these pictures, you can see where they put the insulation up in the roof. And they're starting to put the boards on. They've got one side that they're just starting on and the other side that they're just finishing on. So they're actually putting the sheeting up on the top of the boards before the tin roof goes on. That's an awful lot of progress to make. And that's an awful lot of people working on my tiny home all at the same time. You've got 2, maybe 3 people working around the outside on the wrapping and on the siding, that's going up. You've got at least 2 people, if not 3 people, working on getting the roof. And then there's still electricians and whatnot working on the inside of the house and others, because if you look at these pictures, you'll see where they now have brought the wall of the bathroom all the way up to the ceiling, and they've closed all that up in the bedroom, the bathroom. Every wall now meets the ceiling, and every wall has now had insulation in it. So the picture you're looking at here, that little window, that's the kitchen window. So Ryan is standing in the bedroom looking out towards the kitchen. And you can start to get an idea of how big and how roomy this place really is. Even though the cabinets are not in yet, the distance between when you stand at the front of the sink and the distance over to the bathroom door, you're talking 4 feet. That's a good size walkway. All right. It was 5 feet, but I had him push the bathroom out so we could get that pantry closet in there. I didn't need a 5-foot walkway. I was not going to put a table in the kitchen. So we shrunk it to 4 feet. 4 feet is plenty of space. I had a galley kitchen in my house in New York, and that house was over 1,500 square feet. But I still had a galley kitchen where everything was just a few steps away, and I loved it. So there's still going to be an enormous amount of room in there. I've measured all my furniture. There's still going to be plenty of room in my bedroom, plenty of room in the living room. Everything is getting down now to where they're getting ready to finish the electrical. You can see in some of these pictures too, and I'll put another one up here. You can see the holes in the ceiling where they cut for the recessed lights, and see the wires hanging down from the ceiling. That's where some of the recessed lighting is going to be. And there's recessed lighting throughout this house. There's recessed lighting. There's going to be a fan in the center of the living room ceiling, a fan in the center of the bedroom ceiling. Last week I showed you the mounts for the mini splits that are going up in each of those 2 rooms as well. And of course, there'll be 3-way wall switches in different spots, so I don't have to walk all the way through another room to turn off a switch. I can do it at either end. It's just coming together, guys. It's really coming together. Every step that they do takes it closer and closer to being done. Now, we've estimated, and this was Ryan's estimate, we've estimated that the house will actually come off the production line, be finished, and ready for delivery somewhere between February 14th and February 16th. You're talking 2 weeks. 2 more weeks to finish out my house. Then I'll get to come down and do a walkthrough, sign off on everything, give my yay or nay on whether this was done or this needs to be fixed or that's not right or whatever the case may be. I get that final walkthrough, just like anybody who's purchasing a home, you get your final walkthrough. So I'll get that done. And then when that's done, they'll get paid the balance. I'll get the title to the house. And then the gentleman or the team, whoever is going to deliver it, will set a delivery date. And right now we're anticipating the delivery date to be February 24th. We'll know a little bit better when we get closer to it, but 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Seriously. I mean, that's like 6 weeks from beginning to end. And what I will do when that happens, I will do a recap, and I will just do a montage for you of all the pictures and the videos of step by step by step. So you can actually watch the whole thing come together in one collage, so to speak, in one video. You can just see it from beginning to end. And when it is done, I told Ryan he needs to warn everybody, because I'm not taking no for an answer. I want a picture of every single person. I want a group picture of every single person that had their hands in the building of my home. Everything from the bosses to the organizers to the hands-on workers. Who did the electrical? Who did the woodwork? Who did the contracting work? Who did the plumbing? Who built the steel foundation? Everyone, and of course, including Ryan, everyone that had anything to do with the construction or ordering parts or whatever for that home. Hi, Mr. Levi. Our home, right? He says, Mommy, it's our home. I want a picture of everybody, because that picture is going to go on my wall in the house. It's unforgettable. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here because we're almost at an hour and a half, or an hour and 25 minutes. If you like this, give it a big thumbs up. Share it. All right, get it out there. Let everybody else view it. Let everybody see all these wonderful TEMU products and this amazing progress on my tiny home so that they can understand. If you have any questions or concerns, please drop me an email, konneeslittlecorner@gmail.com. All right, if you have not yet subscribed, please do. Let's kick this channel off because we are going to cover everything, not just TEMU. We're going to cover TEMU. I'm going to start shopping at Shine so I can show you some things at Shine. I'm going to be doing some Amazon comparisons. I am also going to be doing some Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Dollar Store, whatever you call it, them dollar places. I'll be doing some hauls on that. I'll be doing the subscriber spotlight. All right. Whenever someone contacts me and wants their item promoted and wants that little boost, that's going to be coming. We're going to continue with what's going on just around the corner. And of course, more mama time as that comes up as well. Okay. So remember, stay hydrated. It's a coffee day. Above all else, please stay sweet. And I will catch you soon with more of everything.